Today we shall discuss the artificial method of vegetative propagation. This is the artificial method, means it is done by the man, and for that he uses the following technique. First one is cutting. Cutting is a method of vegetative propagation in which a stem having nodes and internodes. This is the stem having node and this is internodes. Now the stem is cut down below the node. This is node. Cut should be oblique, यानी कट को तिरछा होना चाहिए. Why? It has several causes, because it is समझे minimum cell damage, in which the cell damage will be minimum, and the maximum cell exposure. Minimum cells damage and maximum cells exposed for that. Now dip it in auxin, which is a plant growth hormone. It is a plant growth hormone. It is also called phytohormones. So after some days we will see that from the cutting ends the roots are developed. Means after some days roots are developed. Now we planted it for a new organism. तो इसमें क्या होता है कि इस प्लांट्स को नोड्स के नीचे से, स्टेम को नोड के नीचे से काट देते हैं, समझे, और ये काटते वक्त ऑब्लिक काटते हैं ताकि सेल डैमेज ज्यादा ना हो और मैक्सिमम सेल एक्सपोज हो, यानी वह कांटेक्ट में आ सके जब इसको हम ऑक्सीजन में डालें. कुछ दिनों के बाद ये ऑक्सीजन ग्रोथ हार्मोन है, तो यहाँ से रूट डेवलप हो जाते हैं, उसे हम दूसरी जगह ले जाके फिर उसको प्लांटेड कर देते हैं, तो इससे एक नया पौधा निकल आता है. तो दिस इज द मेथड्स ऑफ कटिंग बाय व्हिच द न्यू प्लांट कैन बी प्लांटेड फ्रॉम द cut part of a stem. Next one is layering. It is also a method of vegetative propagations. It is of two types. One is from the ground level, that is ground layering, and next is above the ground, that is air layering. It is also known as gutti. In this ground, this is the first, this is the second. In the first type, means the ground layering, we example jasmine. We know that this is the plant of jasmines. This is the stems. It is flexible. So stems are flexible. So we bend it towards bend it and attach to the grounds where the nodes is present. Bend it and attach to the ground where node is present. After some day, from the node, roots and leaves will develop, and that will give a new plant. So that is found in the jasmine. Now second method is guti. Second method is guti. It is also a type of vegetative propagation in which from the above parts, suppose this is a plant, it is the above parts of the plant, this is the outer part, and this is the inner part. We cut in the outer part. The inner part is as remain, means remove the outer part. And one thing you know, that in the inner part the pericycle is present. Inner part, the pericycle is presented. And we also know that from the nodes and the pericycle, adventitious roots are developed. So we bind it with soil, plus moss, because moss is a good absorber of humidity, so there is presence of water molecules in that, which will helpful in the development of the roots from the pericycle. From the pericycle, adventitious root develop, and after some days we cut it, and after some days we cut it and planted. The guti type of layering, found in what? Found in guava, mango, etc. Because the stems are hard and it is uneasy to bend, so we use the guti type of layering for vegetative propagations in such plants. Now the next one is grafting. Grafting means combining of characters of two different organisms. In this, we combine the characters of two different organisms. Suppose one is dominant character, one is recessive character, one has some good characters, one is not good characters. So we can combine this to get the good characters. As for examples, it is a plant, it is the stem parts of one, Similarly, it is also the plants. This is the stem part of the others. Now we want to graft it. Then we shall what? We shall cut it. We shall cut it. The root part of A, B. This is the root part of A. That parts. And now on this we shall bind the stem parts of B, and here we shall bind it by soil plus moss and tightly binded it, and after some days we will see that these two have combined and forms a new plant. ये जिसको ग्राफ्टिंग जिसे हम कलम बांधना भी सामान्य भाषाओं में कहते हैं, इसमें एक पौधे का कुछ भाग और ऊपर का दूसरा भाग लेकर ऑब्लिक काट कर फिर एक दूसरे को एक साथ बांध देते हैं और कुछ दिनों के बाद देखते हैं कि दोनों जुटकर एक नया पौधा होता है। इसमें क्या होता है, एक्चुअली ये नीचे वाला पौधा नया पौधा होता है या किसी ऊपर वाला पौधा पुराने पार्ट्स का होता है, जिससे कोई फल जल्दी समय से पहले उस पौधे में आ जाता है। तो ये ग्राफ्टिंग हुआ। तो इट इज द टाइप ऑफ grafting and it is known as tongue type of grafting. Tongue grafting. In this, the diameter of both the parts should be same. If the diameters are different, like that, one diameter is it is the roots, and this is the stem part. If the diameter of upper part is more and the plant which want to graft it, which want to bind it, has less diameter, then we cut a V-shaped mark in that, and from in that the next plant is grafted. It is known as wedge grafting. If the diameter is so big, then we can use several plants in such diameter, and that is known as crown. I mean, like that. These are these several methods use with that. Use several plants we can use, that is known as crown grafting. So there are the several methods of grafting by which we combine the characters of two different organisms, and in this way a new type of plant we get. So grafting is most beneficial for among vegetative propagation. Now the next method is tissue culture, in which we take tissue from the growing tips of a plant and explant and keep it in an artificial nutrient medium where the cells divide mitotically and form a callus. Now the callus is again transferred to hormones containing medium for development and differentiations. Next, the plantlet develops which we planted it at new place. In this way, a plant is developed by tissue culture, and this method is generally used for the ornamental plants to form the different types of plants, in which मतलब इसमें क्या कहता है, कुछ एक टिश्यू लेकर एक आर्टिफिशियल न्यूट्रिएंट मीडियम जिसमें माल हम अपने हिसाब से बनाते हैं और उसमें उसे डाल देते हैं ताकि उसमें सेल्स माइटोटिकली डिवाइड हो, और वो जो सेल का एक गुच्छा मिलता है जिसे कैलस कहते हैं, और वह कैलस को पुनः एक हार्मोन कंटेनिंग मीडियम में ट्रांसफर किया जाता है ताकि उसका ग्रोथ हो, उसका डेवलपमेंट हो, उसका डिफरेंशिएशन हो। इससे एक छोटा पौधा प्लांटेड बन जाता है और जिसे हम निकालकर दूसरी जगह प्लांटेड कर देते हैं।